Hey guys, Graham here, and I'm going to do a video today, another one about apprenticeships. I did one before, you might remember, but there was a few things which I didn't cover in that. That was mainly about how to get an apprenticeship in the first place, but this one's more about how, what you have to do during an apprenticeship and information on things we need to know for it. So this was kind of a request from a guy called Curtis who watches my videos, and he said he managed to get himself an apprenticeship. And he wanted to know, what he's going to have to do, what's he got to expect when he goes in. So I'm kind of going to expand on that a little bit, and I've got a few questions that I get asked a lot that I'm going to answer. So question number one, how much will I have to pay? How much will it cost me to do an apprenticeship? Well, the main cost you're going to have in a normal apprenticeship is just you got to buy a couple of machines, or maybe 3 machines. To be honest, you can kind of get away with one if it's a hybrid that does colouring, shading and lining all in the same machine. I actually pretty much use one machine for everything I do because it's such a good machine and it works for everything. I just change the settings a little bit on the power supply and sometimes adjust the machine a little bit, but so you can get away with one. You can get a decent machine for around 200, 250 quid, so that's kind of your main cost, as long as the person you're doing the apprenticeship with it doesn't mind you using their power supply, their clip cord, their foot switch, stuff like that. All the other costs and materials, inks, tubes and everything like that, that should be supplied by the shop. So that's the only thing you've really got to worry about. But there is another type of apprenticeship that I've heard about quite a lot, where you actually have to pay the shop like $2,000 to get into an apprenticeship, and I don't understand it. I really don't get it. Like, why? $2,000? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just if they want to train you and they want someone working at their shop that's good, and they'll pick the right person, not the person with the right amount of money. So I just don't agree with that. So I'd kind of stay clear of them if I were you. You can get an apprenticeship with someone who's not going to charge you $2,000. So just do that instead. Question number 2 is, how much will I get paid? Now, a lot of people think that it's kind of like an apprenticeship in plumbing, where I'm sure a lot of them get paid, but they're kind of like doing a job, like helping out the person and actually doing the work, whereas a tattoo apprenticeship, you're kind of watching and learning rather than actually doing stuff. Obviously you'll be cleaning, but they are a bit different. So you're not going to get paid in 99.9% of apprenticeships. Some of them will pay you if they're feeling generous. They might just give you a bit of money each week. So you got to be prepared to put up with that, not getting paid anything. You can earn some money when you start tattooing. Some shops will say like, oh, just charge them like a tenner, just to cover supplies, and if they want to tip you, they can tip you. Like some shops will say you can do it for free, have all the supplies for free to practice on your mates. If they tip you, that's up to them. So you remember to say that you accept tips, I guess, and you might earn some money out of that, but that won't be for a while until you've been doing your apprenticeship for a while. Most shops, I guess it'd probably be around a year before your apprenticeship starts tattooing people, before your apprentice starts tattooing people. So you've got to be prepared to wait that long without any money. That being said though, a lot of shops also will let you work a part-time job. For example, my apprentice was still in uni, so she was getting money for that, like grants, loans, whatever. So she was doing a couple of days at uni a week and then the rest of the days at the shop, so she was still getting money from somewhere else. I'm sure that'd be fine if it was a part-time job as well. I personally wouldn't mind, because I know people have got to earn money, so ask about that if you're worried about money. And another point I want to touch on is, you probably want to find out whether you're a shop apprentice or whether you're a tattooist apprenticeship and it's just like that one person. So if you're a shop apprentice, you'll be working for everyone in the shop. All the tattooists in the shop will be able to tell you what to do. You'll be working for all of them, and they'll all be kind of giving you tips. Now, some people think that's the best way to go because they'll get a lot of experience from lots of different tattooists, and they'll get a better overall point of view on the industry. And that is true. I do agree with that. But the way it's always been done is, back in the day, the shop would be one tattooist in the shop. There would never be more than one tattooist in the shop. Well, it was very rare anyway. And that was the way the apprenticeships were always done. You didn't get conflicting ideas in your head. One person isn't telling you one thing and one person isn't telling you another thing. It's just there, clear, concise, this is what you have to do, and then do it. So I think personally that is the best way to do it, just so you don't get confused. And if you're training with one person mainly and then other people start telling you other things, that's going to annoy them as well, because you're teaching them stuff and then someone else is putting other ideas in their head, and it just it's not. I don't think it's a good idea personally. So you want to find out which one you're going to be, whether you're going to be a shop apprentice or whether you're going to be a personal apprentice to one tattooist. And another question I get asked a lot is, what will I have to do? So when you're in an apprenticeship, you are basically the shop bitch. You have to clean, and you have to sweep, and you have to mop, and you're scrubbing tubes, you're autoclaving tubes, doing all that bitch work. This is what I went over in my past video, so I won't really go over it again. But on your first day, expect to walk in and kind of be shown around the shop, showing where the kettle is mainly, showing where the autoclave is, showing where the ultrasonic is, all that sort of stuff. And they'll just give you, I guess, a tour of the shop, and then you can start watching them tattoo. It will depend on the person, but yeah, it'll be something along those lines. And don't worry about it too much. Just kind of, be polite and try and get along with everyone and make lots of tea, and I'm sure you'll fit in fine. Okay, question number 5 is, how long will apprenticeships last for? This varies wildly. I know of some apprenticeships that have lasted for, I don't know, not even a year, and they're classed as a fully trained tattooist. That's if they really rush you through, but I don't agree with that at all. I think you should spend a year like cleaning and watching and learning and getting ideas in your head of how you're gonna tattoo, and just a year of solid learning without even touching a machine. You will obviously break down machines, set them up again, learn about the mechanics of a machine, but without actually tattooing anyone. And that way, once you've been cleaning and scrubbing tubes and autoclaving tubes for a year, you've got it in your head, there's no mistakes to be made, and you'll be spot on. Then after that, be tattooing for a year. After you've done a year's tattooing of getting your mates in and tattooing it like either for free or getting towards the end more discounted rates, just charging a bit for supplies and a bit to cover yourself, then after about 2 years, most people will start moving on to proper clients and charging more and building up until I guess 3 years you'd probably be good enough to tattoo basically on your own. Obviously you're going to need other people about, but I would say that's a decent amount of time for an apprenticeship. So you'll probably be getting paid after about a year and a half. I would say on average. This all wildly depends though. So it completely depends on the shop, and don't say, oh, a year and a half of my life's going to be wasted, because it could be quicker. It just completely depends. But I, in general, would say the longer the apprenticeship, the better for you, because you'll learn better, you'll learn more, and you won't make as many mistakes when you do start tattooing. And the last question I commonly get asked is there a qualification that I will get at the end of my apprenticeship? Now, there is no qualifications in tattooing. It is all just down to the person who's giving you your apprenticeship to tell you when you've actually done enough and you can start charging and tattooing paying clients. So it does completely depend on how much of a fast learner you are and how good you are, I guess, and how the person who's training you sees your progress. The only thing you do need to become a fully registered tattooist, but you'll need this before you even tattoo anyone in a shop. This is UK laws anyway. I'm not sure about the rest of the world. I'm sure it's the same in the States. I don't know. But the rules are you need to be registered at a shop to be legally allowed to tattoo someone. So the only qualification or license or anything you'll need is, apart from first aid training, obviously you'll need that. I think. I've got it. I'm pretty sure you need it. I'm pretty sure even apprentices need it to be able to tattoo, but I'm not quite so sure on that. I'll put it here to tell you whether I'm right or wrong. So the only qualification you'll need is a license, and you'll get licensed by the council. They'll come out and they'll have a chat with you, make sure you understand all the health and safety side of things, and if you pass that, then you'll get licensed and you're all good to go. You could start tattooing people. That's the only thing you need. So no qualifications, nothing like that. And yeah, I hope that video has helped, and thanks for watching, and don't forget to like if this video has helped you out in any way, and comment with any questions. I think I've replied to every comment I've ever got so far, so I'm trying to keep that up. So if you have any questions, just stick them in a comment, and don't forget to subscribe, because there's plenty more where this came from. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you soon.